Hello, happy Thursday. I am here in the nice, beautiful Black Swan. It's like a 2-mile walk, and I'm really feeling the nice cool breeze, and just like the coolness on my body feels like warmth and nourishment to the inner heat that's happening within myself and probably in others. And yeah, and hearing these animals right now, these dogs sounding like wolves, I think of the wild, being in the wild of nature and feeling the touch of aliveness right now. I'm getting on this video to be brave, and because I'm sharing an event that is happening starting January 26th, and it's for women to come together to talk about sexuality, sex, and intimacy. And this is going to be in the context of learning about compassion. Like I'll be offering tools and practices to help us to really drop into that compassionate presence that we really need in order to tell our stories. And in this, we develop shame resilience, which is really a major block to compassion. This inherent space that we can bring and offer to people and to receive for ourselves gets impeded by our inability to look at shame or to really acknowledge shame. And shame is really we hold shame in our stories. So things that happen to us or experience that we've had and the feelings we've felt and the associations that come with that can really be a way of sharing, overcoming shame, and creating the compassionate world and connection that we really all need in order to feel love and belonging and be authentic in the world. So I'm inviting this event, I'm creating this event. It's an 8-week circle for women. I mean, it's on Zoom, so I'm going to do the best I can to create a really safe and trauma-informed way of supporting this need in the world to bring compassion around sexuality and to cultivate shame resilience. So this group is really good for anybody who is wanting to, who feels the value and the importance of having healthy sexuality, who maybe feels they've had a difficult time, or they know people who have had difficult times, like lovers or family members who have struggled with sexuality, or close friends struggled with sexuality and intimacy, gender, body weight, all these things, monogamy, non-monogamy, all of that is really it's a part of our human experience. And so often we're taught to repress our sexuality, or to, if we look at our sexuality, then there's something wrong with us, or if we have problems with our sexuality, then it means we're inherently bad, or there's something wrong. And this is actually what feeds the disconnection and the dissatisfaction around sex, around relationships. So please tell your friends, tell anyone you know who you know might be interested in this event. I also should say that this is a confidential event, so there are agreements for entering into the space. Every registrant needs to come with a level of consciousness and understanding to be able to really come into this group. And with that, the first requirement is really a strong desire to develop, to learn, to be compassionate. and to practice compassion and to cultivate that, and the willingness to share. And it's not about sharing everything, or you don't need to share everything. It's a drop-in class, so there's something to keep in mind about what you share to begin with. And then, but the group will create the sweet container so that the group really is invited into the space to hold these experiences. And we really start with in learning around compassionate presence, which is being in a state of loving presence. And then we go into self-compassion, mindfulness, or the tools for self-compassion. One of them is mindfulness. And then compassion towards other, which is some of Marshall Rosenberg's work. Or a lot of it is Marshall Rosenberg work, but a lot of this information that will be taught in these practices will be really a thread of from self-compassion experts, attachment theory, and Brene Brown's work, shame resilience. These are all going to be threaded into this 8-week work that we'll get to do, dive that we'll get to do. So please do come. Again, it'll be drop-in, but eventually perhaps there will be more closed groups. I hope to hear from you. If you have any questions or if you want to register, you could just email me, drop a line that you're interested, palomadakini at yahoo.com, and I'll send you another email with some questions, and we'll go from there. All right. Sending you much love and wishing the rest of your week is full of brightness and beauty that is here. Have a good day.